Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell here at L Club in Detroit with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce
pink
yourself?
Sweats, pink swizzle, pink poppy, pink master.
Great to meet you, man. Definitely
Pleasure,
appreciate
man.
your time. Now, prior to Pink Sweats, I understand it was all about the corduroys growing up.
Corduroy life. That's funny. Where'd you hear that?
I just try to come prepared.
That's good. That's good info.
What was it that you liked about the corduroys?
It wasn't even that I liked it. Just that's what we had. My mom put them on me one time. I thought
really?
they was cool, but everybody at the school was like, "Dickhead, nah." I was like,
And sweats, of course, provide comfort, but ironically, I understand that in order to find success, you felt the need to be as uncomfortable as possible.
"Yeah." I feel like whatever your career is, sometimes the more comfortable you are, the less likely you are to take risk.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like I moved out of my parents' crib and quit my little I was just working at Chick-fil-A at the time, but it was like right high school, you know what I mean? But it was
Yeah.
like I just knew that if I stayed at home, because my parents had moved us to the suburbs and shit, so it's like if I stay here, I'm gonna get real comfortable. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'm gonna be the manager.
Right.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be owning the Chick-fil-A, which is not bad, but that just
Sure.
was not in my plan. So it's
Totally.
like the thing you spend the most time on is the thing, logically you should be best at. So
Yeah.
for me, anything that I wanted to do, I always wanted to be the best. So it's like if I ended up going the Chick-fil-A route, then I probably would have been owning a couple of Chick-fil-A's by
Right.
now. But I never wanted to excel there because I'm like, I
Sure.
don't want to get too comfortable and lose track of my real goals and vision.
Yeah. And despite the dollar sign in your name and previously working as a cashier, you don't think money alone necessarily equates to success or happiness?
No, I don't think that at all. I actually think it comes with more stress.
All right.
Like I bought these chains and now I'll be thinking like, dang, what if I drop one or if I break it? Even though I got insurance and shit, it's still like there in your mind. Like, oh, I spend a lot of money on this thing. So
Yeah. More so just about being able to do what you love?
exactly, about the little things that when you were a kid that you saw. It's about money allows you to fulfill those little small things.
Right.
It's like if you always wanted a certain car when you was a kid, it's like, oh, I can get this car maybe. But then it's still just a car.
Yeah.
It's just it's a moment of enjoyment. But like you gotta find yourself and like your purpose to actually have true happiness.
Absolutely. You've also been quoted as saying that love is the most consistent human desire. Can you elaborate?
Wow. It is. I mean, for real, because if you think about any society, anywhere in the world, love is always somewhere in the mix. Parents doing crazy, absurd things for their children, whether it's like king and queens or like whether it's just like the savages just going out there killing mammoths
Yeah.
with their bare hands to feed the family or whatever. So it's like from the beginning of time, since there's been more than one person on earth, love is always in the mix.
Totally.
And people do crazy things for it.
And you believe the world needs more intentional love? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. I think people need to be intentional with their love because nowadays it's like it's crazy because like usually I sit and think a lot about like human behavior, like my behavior, like why do I do things, why do people do things, and it's like you'll be in a grocery store and a lot of times we'll stand behind somebody and see them like not have enough, but how many times do we think like, oh, maybe I should just cover it?
Yeah.
Most people don't think like that. They just like, oh, hurry up, please. Right. You know you didn't have enough when you got no. But it's like intentional love is like, yo, how much you owe? Okay, cool. And even if you didn't have enough,
Yeah.
what if it's 4 people in line, if y'all all chipped in an extra $20 or $10
Yeah.
to help that person, just think of how much better the world would be. And that's just one simple example of groceries, but like
Right.
just, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything.
By spreading so much love, do you feel like it subconsciously makes you more open to receiving love as well?
Yeah, I think so. And I also think that it allows you don't feel as guilty when good things happen.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
It's like I don't like publicize every single tiny thing that I do, but
Right.
I've done so much good in my life. and like not being self-righteous or anything, but
Yeah.
like intentionally like doing things like that about groceries when I didn't even really have money myself. Where
Sure.
I probably only had $100 in my account, and I would see somebody struggling or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I got it. This shit might have been like $40. That's 40% of my whole life right there.
Yeah.
And I would give it to them just because the way that's how I grew up.
Eventually, it's gonna come back to you. In
Yeah,
some way,
like
yeah.
that's just the way I grew up. My parents always kind of taught us to like, be generous. It'll always some kind of way magically work its way
Full
back
circle.
to you.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure you're looking for love in the right places, though. Something you learned from Johnny Lee.
Johnny
when you were
Lee.
younger?
Yeah.
Is it like an
That's
infomercial
funny.
or something?
It was like an infomercial. I don't even know if people these days like know what that is. But it used to come on at nighttime, like around those peak hours where kids were asleep, and I would be asleep, and my dad always, I don't know, him and my mom might have been arguing or whatever, but he always sleep on the couch. So I would sleep on the floor under the couch where he would be, and every night, I have this theory, it's not proven, but I think that it would play all the time at night.
Yeah.
So then when I first wrote like a little rhyme or just like something, I was messing around, I was a kid, freestyling and stuff, I came up with this song, and then one day I was up and I heard it, I was like, yo, this dude stole my song. Because it was like almost verbatim the words.
That's crazy.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I put the theory together that maybe I just heard it so many times in my sleep.
Yeah. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. He didn't take it.
Yeah. And you yourself were even in a commercial at one point, playing like a Big Brother?
Yeah, I was like I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a regional kind of thing in Philly, like tri-state area. It was kind of cool experience though.
Yeah.
It was like one of my first successes as a, I guess, entertainer in general, where it was like I just went out on a whim, and I was like, oh, I want to act, and I took like a couple acting classes. They sent me on my first audition, and then I nailed it, and I was like, oh snap, this is dope. All right, now I want to do music.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember what the commercial was about, or?
I really don't. I never actually saw it before. Like,
Oh, okay.
My friends and stuff, they saw it like on like, I remember a couple times they played it at like the Phillies games
Crazy.
and stuff like that. So my friends like, yo, you on TV or you on the news?
Yeah.
I never saw it though.
Okay.
I really don't even know what it was. That's the weird part about acting is sometimes you do your part
Yeah.
and
Go
you
somewhere
don't
that-
know what the hell it's
Yeah.
about. Like they'll tell you, but sometimes you just forget because it's
Yeah.
like I never saw the whole thing.
That's crazy. Being from Philly, the city of brotherly love, I suppose it wouldn't be far-fetched for you to end up in the studio with Lil Uzi at some point, but was there really a time in the studio when someone was carrying an actual Uzi?
Yeah, that's facts. Me and my boy Jaden was in the studio, and we was like with some rapper dudes, and they really was having like guns. They wasn't, honestly, to be real, they wasn't like rappers. They was like drug dealers.
Okay.
But they happened to rap. It's
Sure.
a difference. Like, it's a difference with being a rapper who like hang with like, but those dated like the real gangster kind of motherfuckers, and they was just trying to rap.
Sure.
Like we was in like a trap joint.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
How important is it, do you think, to stick to your guns metaphorically and not let other people's limitations become your own?
I think that's 100% important because that tags into what we was talking about in the beginning, like happiness. Like,
Sure.
I could do all these things to try to get like hit records or whatever, which it's like, all right, if I don't enjoy it, then it's like the money is not gonna drown the like internal deception that I had to go through. It's like, how many cars, how many houses can you buy?
Just a never-ending cycle.
It's just a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, if my situation was like, all right, you can be a couple million or a billion, and the billion comes with less happiness, I'll just take the couple M's.
Yeah.
Like,
Perhaps it's even easier for you to take people's opinions with a grain of salt, since you literally take pink salt with you everywhere you go.
the Himalayan pink salt. That's funny.
Like, any particular reason?
Now, honestly, it's just like I used to have like real bad issues with my throat when I
Yeah.
first started singing because I really wasn't used to singing that much.
Okay.
So like I would kind of sing like around the crib like, oh, but not like full projection. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And then I was singing way more often than I usually would. So it was just like my voice would just like be freaking out. So I started to do like gargling with salt water and then like drink a little vinegar.
Yeah.
Stuff like that to just like keep your throat clear.
Absolutely. Any idea what Mark and Steven are up to these days?
Yo, I don't know, man. Honestly, it'd be dope if they like reached out to me just to say what's up. Cause I think they went to the military.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what branch, but or I should say, yeah. I'm not sure.
You guys had like started a band briefly back in the day?
Yeah, we did like it was like an alternative kind of band. It was cool. The what was it called?
Is that Affirmative Action?
Affirmative Action. Yes.
Okay.
Dang, you in it? You
Shout
locked
out.
in. Hell yeah, that was crazy. Lenape High School, South Jersey. Dang, somebody got that footage. That'd be crazy.
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah, we was a band. We put together the band in 1 week, and then we made all the songs in the same week.
And
then we got second place. That was nuts.
Oh wow! Who took first?
It was like a more experienced band.
Okay,
They was
that's
like
fair.
band for a long time.
Or at least a little
together.
longer than a week.
Yeah, we literally were a band for like a week, and we came up with all the songs.
Yeah.
And like 3 days, we practiced them, and then we went up there on stage and we kind of had fun. We were all like not good. We were like very basic good.
Yeah, it was early on. Is there anything else you'd like people to know about Pink Sweats?
Not really. I feel like, dang, you know a lot.
Oh, thanks.
Which is crazy.
Well, now hopefully they do as well.
Yeah. Stay tuned. That new album on the way. Cooking that up. And what else? Oh yeah, we gonna drop some new singles soon. I don't know when this is coming out, but sooner than later.
Okay.
I got like some super dope features, and it's just like stuff that's not even on the album, but just like to give people some new music, because
Totally.
you know how it is these days.
Absolutely.
People want new music. So
Gotta
I'm like,
stay fresh.
I'll just throw out a couple singles for y'all to, you know what I mean, have fun with
Yeah.
until I finish the album up.
Well, thank you so much for your time, man. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you.
Best wishes of everything coming your way. Any final thoughts at all before we say goodbye?
We making love babies, not grudge babies.
There you have it. Once again, I'm Damon Campbell, and this is Pink Sweats. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.